In 2023, S&P Global published its annual SPIVA Europe Scorecard. Source: S&P Global 2003. Over 15 years, 88% of actively managed European equity funds failed to beat their benchmark index. Not 51%, not 60%, 88%. These are the funds that charge you 1.2% per year to select stocks professionally. The benchmark they are failing to beat is available for 0.22%. This episode shows what the benchmark is, why it works, and what to actually buy. The fund that beats 88% of professional fund managers over 15 years is not a hedge fund. It is not a specialist strategy. It does not require a financial advisor. It is a global index fund, and you can buy it in under 10 minutes. This episode is the numbers behind that sentence. A fund manager walks into a job interview. The interviewer asks, "Over the last 15 years, have active managers on average outperformed a global index fund?" The fund manager says that depends on how you define outperform, the time period selected, and the benchmark used. The interviewer says, "The SPIVA Europe Scorecard defines it, uses 15 years, and picks the fund's own stated benchmark." The fund manager says, "I would like to discuss fee-adjusted alpha generation in low volatility regimes." He did not get the job. He did get a quarterly newsletter. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. If you have been following this series, Episode 7 showed that starting early beats starting large. Episode 9 showed what an index fund actually is and how to buy one. Today is the proof layer, why the index fund works, what the data actually shows. If you are new, this episode is self-contained. If you find this useful, the subscribe button is there. It is a small button, it does not cost anything. And it means the next episode finds you automatically instead of you having to come looking for it. Nadia. The SPIVA Europe Scorecard is published annually by S&P Global. It measures whether actively managed investment funds in Europe outperform or underperform their own stated benchmark index. Source: S&P Global 2003. Over a one-year period, 57% of active funds underperform. Over 5 years, 75% underperform. Over 15 years, 88% underperform. Source: SPIVA Europe Scorecard, S&P Global, 2023. The longer the time period, the worse the active funds perform relative to the index. This data has been published every year since 2002. Source: S&P Global 2002-2003. The 15-year figure has not improved. Nadia. The average annual fee for actively managed equity funds in the UK is approximately 1.15%. Source: FCA Asset Management Market Study, 2017. Confirmed FCA 2022. The average annual fee for a global index fund, VWRL or equivalent, is 0.22%. Source: Vanguard, 2024. The fee difference is 0.93 percentage points per year. On a £50,000 portfolio over 30 years at 7% return, that fee difference compounds to approximately £47,000. Source: Fee drag calculation using FCA and Vanguard data, 2024. The active fund is charging more for worse performance in 88% of cases over 15 years. Kai? Wait, so the index fund is not a clever strategy. It is just owning everything. If I buy a global index fund, I own a small piece of every large company in the world. When the market goes up, I go up. When it falls, I fall with it. But the active manager is also mostly owning large companies. They are just charging me more to pick which ones. And in 88% of cases over 15 years, their picks are worse than the index. The reason was explained in 1991 by William Sharpe, Nobel Prize winner in economics. Source: Sharpe, The Arithmetic of Active Management, 1991. The argument is mathematical. Before costs, the average actively managed fund must return the market average, precisely, because together all investors own the whole market. After costs, the active fund returns less than the market average by the amount of its fees. This is not a theory, it is arithmetic. An active fund can only beat the index, net of fees, if another active fund underperforms by the same amount. For every winner, there is a loser. The index does not play that game. It owns the whole table. Kai, but surely some active managers do beat the index consistently. Can't you just pick those ones? Nadia. The Morningstar Active/Passive Barometer 2223 tracked whether active funds that outperformed in one 5-year period continued to outperform in the next. Source: Morningstar 2030. Less than 23% of active funds that outperformed in the first period maintained that outperformance in the second. Past outperformance does not predict future outperformance. Source: Morningstar, 2000-2003. Identifying a consistently outperforming active manager in advance before the outperformance is not reliably possible using historical data. The data does not support the strategy of picking winning managers. In most scenarios, the index wins by default. Nadia, the system. The FCA Asset Management Market Study 2017 found that the majority of retail investment products in the UK were sold through distribution channels, where the financial advisor received higher remuneration for recommending actively managed funds than index funds. Source: Financial Conduct Authority 2017. The FCA Financial Live Survey 2022 found that 63% of UK retail investors do not know the annual fee they pay on their primary investment fund. Source: Financial Conduct Authority 2022. The SPIVA data showing 88% underperformance has been publicly available since 2002. The fee disclosure data has been required by regulation since 2018. The information was disclosed in a format most people did not find. Marcus: I was present for the shift. The early 2000s, when large institutional pension funds began moving significant allocations from actively managed equity to passive index strategies. Not because of ideology, because of 20 years of internal performance data that the institutions had generated themselves. The retail market was still being sold active management as the premium product. The institutional market had quietly reached a different conclusion. The data the retail investor gets, the SPIVA report, is the same data the institutions had been acting on for a decade before it was widely published. Nadia, the two most commonly cited global index funds available to UK retail investors in a stocks and shares ISA are VWRL, Vanguard FTSE All World ETF, and IWDA, iShares Core MSCI World. Source: Vanguard 2024 and BlackRock 2024. VWRL covers approximately 3,900 companies across 49 countries. Total expense ratio: 0.22% per year. Source: Vanguard 2024. IWDA covers approximately 1,400 companies across 23 developed markets. Total expense ratio: 2024. Both are available through most UK retail investment platforms. Vanguard, Hargreaves, Lansdowne, Freetrade, Trading 212. Inside a stocks and shares ISA. Neither requires a financial advisor. Both require an account, a bank transfer, and a decision on how much per month. Maya: the instruction is one decision. Choose a global index fund, open a stocks and shares ISA if you do not have one. Set up a monthly direct debit for an amount you will not miss. Then do not touch it. The fund does the compounding. The ISA wrapper means the gains are tax-free. The direct debit means the system runs whether you think about it or not. You do not need to understand every holding. You do not need to monitor performance quarterly. The index already owns the companies that will grow, and the ones that do not are replaced automatically. Do it once. Make it automatic. Then leave it to run. Right. Quick one. 30 seconds. Stay with us, because this is the part most people miss. The Pensions Policy Institute 2023 estimated that UK workers are paying approximately £1.3 billion per year in unnecessary active management fees. Fees on funds that underperform a lower-cost index alternative. Source: Pensions Policy Institute 2023. That figure represents approximately £47 per year per active fund investor. Across a 30-year career, at 7% compounded, that is approximately £4,700 per investor in foregone growth. Not from bad investments, from the fee on a fund that underperformed the index. Right, back into it. Lightning round, 5 facts, 90 seconds. Fact 1. The SPIVA Europe Scorecard has been published every year since 2002. Source: S&P Global, 2002 to 2023. In every single year of publication, across all time periods measured, more than half of active funds underperform their benchmark. The 15-year figure has ranged between 82% and 91%. It has not fallen below 80%. Source: SPIVA Europe Scorecard, S&P Global, 2023. Fact 2. The Vanguard FTSE All World ETF, VWRL, has tracked the FTSE All World Index since 2012. Source: Vanguard 2024. Over its full available history, its annualized return has been approximately 11.2% per year. Source: Vanguard 2024. Its total expense ratio of 0.22% is deducted automatically. There is no performance fee. There is no annual review charge. The fund rebalances itself quarterly, without investor action. Fact 3. William Sharpe's paper, The Arithmetic of Active Management, published in the Financial Analyst Journal in 1991, is one of the most cited papers in investment literature. The core argument: before costs, active and passive investors together earn the market return. After costs, active investors earn less. This is not contested. It is mathematics. The debate is only about whether specific managers can overcome the cost drag through superior stock selection, and the SPIVA data measures whether they do. Fact 4. The FCA Asset Management Market Study 2017 found that investors in the UK paid an average of 1.15% per year in ongoing charges on retail investment products. Source: Financial Conduct Authority 2017. The study found no statistically significant relationship between higher charges and better performance. Source: FCA 2017. Higher fees did not predict higher returns. In the data, higher fees predicted lower net returns. Fact 5. The Stocks and Shares ISA allowance in the UK for the 2024-25 tax year is £20,000 per person per year. Source: HMRC 2024. Gains in income within an ISA are free from capital gains tax and income tax. A global index fund held inside an ISA for 30 years at 8.7% annual return. Source: MSCI World Average, £2,000 per month, generates approximately £300,000. The tax-free wrapper adds approximately £37,000 in additional growth compared to the same investment held outside an ISA at a 20% capital gains tax rate. The 1% detail for this episode. The SPIVA Europe Scorecard measures funds that survived the full 15-year period. It does not measure funds that closed. Source: S&P Global, 2003. S&P Global also publishes a survivorship analysis. When closed and merged funds are included, funds that underperform so severely they cease to exist, the 15-year underperformance figure rises above 90%. Source: S&P Global SPIVA Survivorship Analysis, 2023. The 88% figure is the conservative estimate, what they never tell you. The FCA required all investment platforms to publish a summary cost and charges document from January 2018. Source: Financial Conduct Authority, 2018. The document must show the investor the total annual cost of their investment in pounds and pence, not just percentage. The FCA Financial Lives Survey 2022, conducted 4 years after that requirement came into force, found that 63% of UK retail investors still did not know the annual fee they paid. Source: FCA, 2022. The document existed, the requirement existed, the knowledge did not transfer. Episodes 7, 9, and 10 in this series form a unit. Episode 7, Why Starting Early Beats Starting Large. Episode 9, What a Global Index Fund Is and How to Buy It. Episode 10, This Episode, The Proof That It Outperforms the Alternative. Episode 11 on Saturday covers the final piece, how to set the whole system up in under 45 minutes and leave it running automatically. The panel episode this Sunday brings 4 investors together with conflicting views on whether active management has a role at all. 2 of them disagree with each other quite directly. Link in the description. Subscribe. New episodes every week. The index fund does not promise outperformance. It promises market performance minus a fraction of a percent. 88% of the time, over 15 years, that is enough. Subscribe. New episodes every week. Next episode, she spent 45 minutes setting this up. It has run automatically since. The full walkthrough step by step is episode 11. Saturday. Subscribe. New episodes every week. Update on the fund situation. I spent 3 weeks comparing 47 different investment funds. Fee structures, holdings overlap, 5-year performance data, sharp ratios. My sister chose VWRL because, and I quote, it was the one with the most letters that made sense. We have now held the same fund for 4 months. Her reasoning has outperformed mine by approximately 0 percentage points. I am choosing to interpret this as a validation of the index fund thesis. The direct debit is still running. Next episode is up there. Subscribe is over there. Both are better than whatever you are about to do instead. I know this because I have watched the next episode. I understand all of it, I have done approximately none of it yet. That is what the subscribe button is for.